Secure the objectives.
Hey guys, this is Jacob, or Shadow Step, with Defiant Games, which is our team YouTube channel, and this is a game from a while back, I think, maybe, around the New Year's before or after, I couldn't tell you, but it was a long time ago. Anyway, this is one of my games where I went 50-2, I think. This is one of my only times I've ever played Capture the Flag because my friend Jordan wanted to. Speaking of which, my friends in the game, Jordan, RJ, and Aaron, which two of them are on the team. And, yeah, so I'm just going to commentate this game and talk about whatever comes to my mind. So, yeah. Well, first of all, I died twice before I started actually doing good, which wasn't the greatest, but, you got to get into your groove before you start hitting really high kill streaks. Well, the first topic I'm going to talk about is Modern Warfare 3, since we're already, on Call of Duty and everything. In my opinion, I think it's going to not be, it's going to be a letdown, because I think most of us already think that Modern Warfare 2 was a letdown compared to Call of Duty 4, how good that game was. And I just don't think Modern Warfare 3 is going to live up to, what people want or expect or what it's trying to build up for itself. I mean, it looks like, the campaign so far looks like a Michael Bay film. I mean, it just looks kind of way too over the top. I mean, like, Modern Warfare 2 didn't make much sense as it is. It was just explosion this, kill someone that, and then the game ended. It didn't try to make sense, and it didn't try to have a good story. But it did set itself up for a sequel, which is why we're stuck with Modern Warfare 3, which I don't think it's going to do very well. And another reason is because Infinity Ward is technically gone from the project. I mean, if you guys know, Activision basically fired the Infinity Ward leaders or creators or whatever, and then people left with them and formed their own studio, Respawn Entertainment. So now, this Infinity Ward that's making the game has like a different cast of people, and they're working with a different company, Sledgehammer Studios, I think that's right. Well, they're both working together to make Modern Warfare 3, so that's another reason I'm kind of not all too hyped for Modern Warfare 3. I think Battlefield 3 is gonna, hit that first-person shooter, like, I don't know. It's gonna, be the high note of first-person shooters for the year. It's definitely gonna, hopefully live up to what it's presenting for itself. Like, Frostbite looks good, campaign looks really good. I mean, it just looks like a really nice game overall. I hope it shapes up to what it's, trying to be. Anyway, right now I'm on a 5-kill streak. Yeah. Right now I'm using a different class than I would usually use. Usually I'd use Scavenger, but Jordan told me that he used a running class which had Marathon on it, so I swapped out Marathon for Scavenger for Marathon, excuse me. And so later, instead of actually having Scavenger and being able to use my Commando the entire time like I usually would, I actually end up having to take guns off of the enemies to keep my kill streak going and keep myself alive and stuff like that. As you just saw, I just got my chopper gunner, which I'm going to be calling in at the beginning of this round. Really nice strategy. And if you've been paying attention to this video, which I hope you have been, you've seen my gun. I have the N7 logo, which is from Mass Effect. My friend Jordan helped me create that because he's really good with making emblems. And Mass Effect's one of my favorite game series. I'm really looking forward to Mass Effect 3. BioWare's one of my favorite companies. They make Dragon Age, Coder. A lot of great RPGs. They're just really story-driven, character-driven, and I'm really hyped for Mass Effect 3. Also, if you saw my clan tag on there, AVGN, that's Angry Video Game Nerd, which is one of my favorite web series, I guess you could call it, and he talks about older games, classic games, and rants about them, and I just think it's really interesting. It's kind of informative at the same time, and I just really enjoy watching him, so I just thought I'd give him a shout out too. Getting a really nice amount of chopper gunner kills here, and as you can, in my opinion, regarding chopper gunners, the Modern Warfare 2 chopper gunner wasn't as good as this one, because that one just kind of moved all over the place. The camera was a little stupid. and it didn't seem like as powerful as this one. This one just goes in a nice circle around the map like the AC-130, which I think results in a better kill streak altogether. Also, I also forgot that, until now, that the kill streaks no longer stack, so you have to legitimately earn your kill streaks. Like, if I want a dog, I have to get 11 kills without the kill streaks. I think that's nice. I mean, I like getting high kill streaks like nukes with my chopper gunners, but I see what they're getting at, so people can't get dogs and chopper gunners by being cheap and getting all their other kill streaks to add on to that or whatever. So I think that's nice. Let's see. Other things I'd be using on my class right now is, I think I'm using sleight of hand, which is really handy in keeping yourself alive, in my opinion. It's really helpful. And I think I'm using, for the green perk, I'm using, I completely forgot the name of it, but it's the one that helps you, like, spot all the equipment in the environment, and it's just really helpful.
Inbound.
I think I used, God, I completely forgot what I used before that, but that's what I started using now, and I find it really helpful. Also, on the topic of games coming out, I also think Batman Arkham City is going to be really good. It's one of my favorite superhero games, Arkham Asylum. It's really nice. I'm also hyped for stuff like Gears of War 3. Gears of War 3 is probably going to be the best shooter of the year. And then definitely Skyrim, because I think that's going to be Game of the Year. I'm really excited for that, because Oblivion was a great game, and this is the follow-up. So there's my friend there on the right, Aaron, or COD Kill Machine. And he's doing pretty good. I think he's pretty good at Call of Duty. I think he got 15th Prestige. It takes a lot of time. There's me trying to steal a kill from my dogs for whatever reason. And, yeah, I'm approaching 38 kills right about now. Pretty good. I'm running low on ammo, so I have to swap to my, yeah, this is around the part where I swapped guns, but this was a pretty good game for me. I haven't played Black Ops in a while. I should have knifed that guy, but I haven't played Black Ops in a while, so I couldn't really tell you what's going on or whatever. Oh, that I remember well, though. People like me, especially, every time you're jumping a gap or just jumping in general, you would dive. Because you feel like a badass doing it. You're just going to jump and you're like, oh, gotta dive. And you'll just do it. It's a stupid animation. It doesn't help you in gameplay. It doesn't help you get any more kills. It just helps you feel like a retarded badass while you're jumping over whatever obstacle in your way. And people even did that before Black Ops added the stupid animation. Like, people would just hold B and go prone in midair to get away from explosions or to do whatever. I mean, people always did that, so I guess that's why Treyarch decided adding the diving animation or whatever. It's really stupid, but I don't know. Whatever. People use it, so I guess I can't complain too much about it, because I use it, I know I do. This is the spring with the dual-wheel Makarovs. Not really good with them. I didn't really care for the addition of dual wheels. I never really found them very useful, mainly because usually you can't hit your mark. And, I mean, usually I'd just rather have, like, a steady gun instead of something to try to spray with and get my kills. Well, also, there's me using a tomahawk, and on that topic, I think the throwing knives in Modern Warfare 2 were better because they didn't feel as weighted. I feel like I could hit my mark a lot easier, and, I could, what was it? I could hit my mark a lot easier, they'd go farther. That's what it felt like to me, at least. And I just got more kills with those. This is around the time where I had to swap guns to the M16 that was sitting on the floor. I didn't think the M16 was that great in this game.
Dropped off flag.
There's 3 guys sitting in the corner. I don't know why, being jackasses. Like normal Call of Duty players are. No offense to you jackasses out there or anything. But back to the M16, I think it's gradually gotten worse over the Call of Duty games. I mean, you could disagree with me, but I think, you know, it was great in Call of Duty 4, which is the best Call of Duty in my opinion. I think I might have stated that. But it was great in Call of Duty 4. It was a nice starter weapon. And then it got pushed up to level 40 in Modern Warfare 2, which I also think was stupid to add 70 levels. It was just a big grind. It was a big waste of time. And it wasn't the greatest in that game. I'd rather stick to the ACR or something more worthwhile. And in this game, it doesn't seem like it packs enough of a punch. I mean, I know I'm doing somewhat decent with it here, but usually if I try to put an M16 in my hands, I die using it. It just doesn't really work for me. Since I brought up the levels in Modern Warfare 2, and I guess this goes for Black Ops as well, in my opinion, I think Call of Duty has just turned into a really big grind. It's like nobody really plays the game for fun anymore. I mean, I don't know if people ever played the game for fun to begin with, but people just grind it. It's really lame. Well, that's my opinions. That's the end of the commentary. I hope you enjoyed watching me kick some ass, and see you next time on Defiant Gaming.